Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our weekly webinar for Chartnote. My name is Gerardo, and I'm the founder and CEO of Chartnote. And basically, what we want to do today is a brief overview of what Chartnote is, the features that we offer. We'll do a quick demo, and then if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. So first, let me give you a brief overview of what Chartnote is. Basically, we started with dot phrases, basic templates 4 years ago. And what we wanted to achieve is just to expedite medical documentation. So I created a bunch of templates that I've used for years. I'm a family doctor, so I have all sort of templates that I use through my practice. And we allowed users to use that, create their own. We built a community. Now we have thousands and thousands of snippets. We call them dot phrases. We call them snippets. And basically, it works like this. I'll log in the platform in a minute, but you type at and then a brief abbreviation like hypertension, and then it can expand a block of text with some drop-down menus and optionals. So that's the basics of it. Then we added voice recognition. So if you ever use Dragon Medical, it's pretty much the same. We have a very good accuracy in medical vocabulary. So users can dictate into Chartnote. Then we added Chrome extension, so you can dictate directly into the EHR. And last year, we added AI. So now within Chartnote, you have what we call Copilot, and basically it's having ChatGPT, but in the context of your note, in a secure environment. We're HIPAA compliant, and we can sign a business associate agreement if you request it. We added the AI Scribe. Basically, you record the doctor-patient conversation, and then you get a beautiful note in less than a minute after you finish the visit. Then we added this thing we call voice chart. It's basically the new version of dictation. 10 years ago, doctors used to see a patient, get out of the room, and then call a transcriptionist to record their note. And then after a few hours, they'll get a structured note. Well, now you can do it, and you get the note within seconds, right? And so those are the basic functions of Chartnote. Let me log in so you can see what you're gonna see. Yeah, we have a freemium business model, so you can always create a free account, and it's full of you have access to all the features. You don't have to talk to sales, sign any contracts, use register. Let me see. Okay, so this is what you're gonna see when you log into Chartnote. On the left, you're gonna see all the notes that you've been creating. When you create a free account, this might be empty. Then you have 3 buttons here. You have the AI Scribe, which I think is the most popular feature for everyone. So, but you can create a note from scratch using a note template, and you can create like a soap note or use a different template. Or you can use a voice chart, which is, as I told you earlier, you can just record your note and get a well-structured note. And then we have a mobile app. So for Android or the App Store, you can get it. And let me show you how it looks. Let's see. So this is the mobile app, and it's gonna mimic what you see on the website. So you see these 3 options here. On the right lower corner, you have this button, and you're gonna see those 3 options. So if you were to take your phone to a patient visit, you can put it in between the patient and you and start recording. You can also put it on your pocket with the speaker facing up, and so that the microphone is capturing the note. So you go to AI Scribe. Before you start the conversation with your patient, make sure you ask for consent. What I like to do is tell a patient, hey, I'm using this AI app to record our visit. It's going to help me pay more attention to you. The AI is going to do all the documentation for me, and it's HIPAA compliant. So if you use need verbal consent, they don't need to sign anything. You can put a note in your chart saying that the patient consented to the AI scribe. And by default, you're gonna see that the soap note and the office setting is selected. You can select a different template. You can select a different setting, type of visit. Let's do an initial visit. You can assign a patient. This is optional. You don't have to do it. You could just put, for example, the age and the gender and helpful information. You can even put the name there just for quick access. That will be incorporated into your note. You could add more information. We have these three options in the top. The language, if you were to conduct the visit in a different language, let's say you are conducting the visit in Spanish, you can select over 30 languages here. And then the note, it's going to be in English, but if you're in a different country, you can select a different language. And then if you want the AI to suggest billing codes, you can enable this. By default, the note length is long, but you can select like bullet points. That will be a short or more normal note. You can play with it and see what works for you. After that, you just click record and you start your patient visit. After you finish, you stop it and then hit transcribe. Now, if you were in a setting like, for example, in the ED where you start the visit, you start recording, and then say, well, we're going to order some labs and I'll come back to talk to you. Instead of hitting transcribe, you'll probably go back and save this. Let's say that we saw John. We're going to save it as John. And then you can go see another patient, do another AI scribe session, and do the same thing. Then when the labs come back, you go to the John note and then continue recording the conversation. So you say, hey, John, so your MRI showed you have an abscess and we're going to do surgery, then stop, transcribe, and then you get a note. Now, I'm going to do a quick demo of what we call the voice chart. And now everything you're doing here, all the notes you're creating, they'll be on the web platform. So you're going to be seeing all the notes in this left side of the platform. And ultimately, what you want to do is transfer those notes to your EHR. And I'll show you in a second how you're going to do that. But let's do a quick note here. So let's say that we have a patient with diabetes that came to the clinic. And I saw a patient. And then after the visit, I record a brief dictation, and then we'll get a note. Let's see. 53-year-old female comes to the clinic for diabetes and hypertension follow-up. She's taking metformin, glipizide, lisinopril, and aspirin. Denies any side effects. She's been compliant. Her sugars at home are below 150, and she denies any headaches or blurry vision. She went to see her ophthalmologist last week and was diagnosed with some retinopathy. And she is requesting refills for her medications. Today her vitals are 120 or 90 with a heart rate of 86, and her weight is 200 pounds. Lungs are clear, heart sounds normal without murmurs, no lower extremity edema, normal sensation, no lesions noted. Assessment and planned diabetes. Her last A1C was 7.6, and we're gonna add Lantus to her regimen. We're gonna start with 10 units. We're gonna continue with the metformin and glipizide and send a refill. She's due for her A1C. We're also gonna order some microalbumin and basic chem panel, and we're gonna she's gonna follow up with ophthalmology in 3 months for her retinopathy. For hypertension, her blood pressure today is a little bit high, so we're gonna start hydrochlorothiazide, and we're gonna have her come in a couple of weeks for a blood pressure check with the nurse. I'm gonna have a follow-up appointment with her in 4 months, and um, she's due today for her COVID vaccine. Okay, so as you saw, let me stop it and click transcribe. Okay. You can see here it's processing the note. It's going to take about a minute, and here it's you're going to see the note that is processing, so it's going to appear here too on the web. So as you saw, I was just recording my note. I was rambling a little bit, and it doesn't really matter. You'll get like a really good note. Let me click so you can see. So we asked for a SOAP template, so it's organizing into this format. But you can ask for an HMP, or you have several options. It's given us some billing codes, and it's from here. What you want to do is transfer to the EHR. So you have two options. On the top, you can copy the whole note, or depending on the EHR that you have, if you have an EHR where you have several sections instead of a full block of the note, you might want to copy section by section. So if you click here, you can copy the subjective. I'm gonna go to this EHR, and then you can just do Control V and paste your subjective. Then we do the same for the objective and assessment plan. Now, once you have the note open, let's say you can edit it, right? So you can type, but you can also dictate. So you see this microphone over here. Let's turn on the microphone. Cranial nerves 2 to 12, grossly normal, period. No focal deficits, period. Next line. Then I stop the microphone. You can click on it, or you can use the hotkey command control down arrow. And let's say that you want to use a template. Let's say that we froze a ward today. So let me add a new section here called procedures. And I'm gonna, I can search for snippets here. So for example, if I type wart, and this is, I think this is a procedure, yes. So I inserted this snippet. I can edit. We froze 3 warts on the left arm. I can copy this to my EHR. And let's say that we also froze seborrheic keratosis. So another way to expand a snippet is just type in the @ and then let's see. We have Mm, let's see. Anyway, that's how you insert the snippets. So um, let's see. Um, on your EHR, you can dictate and insert snippets directly here. You can also insert your note. So if you, this only works in web-based EHRs. So for example, if you're using Cerner or Epic, this won't work for you. But if you're using Practice Fusion, Athena Health, Elation, anything that is web-based, you can just go to Google and search for Chartnote Chrome extension. And it's going to be the first result. And it's super easy to install. You click Add to Chrome, Add extension. And I'm not going to reload this because it's going to disconnect the webinar. So, but you see the extension here. You can click on this push pin to save it. And now we're going to have Chartnote right here in the EHR environment. So I'm going to log in here. So from here, I can insert snippets. I can, the microphone was already open, but let's see. So you see this microphone, I can use it to dictate directly to the EHR. I can insert snippets, all the notes that we created, for example, this one. Let me see if it works because I didn't refresh the page. Let's see. Yeah, I have to refresh the page. Let me see if. Okay. Well, let's go back into the notes. Well, I won't bother you with this, but you can dictate and insert snippets directly into the EHR. Let's see, what else can we review today? Now, another super cool feature about Chartnote is that you can customize the AI using custom AI templates. So you can tell the AI exactly how you want your notes. So, for example, let's say that here the assessment and plan. Maybe you want the assessment and then the plan separately. So you can tell the AI to create a kind of note. You can tell it your style. So what we're gonna do is let's go home, and then you see in the right side panel we have the library. Here in the library, you're gonna see the library for the snippets. We have thousands. If you go to the community, you can search for any kind of template that you want and then import it to your account. But what I want to show you is the AI-powered note templates. Here, you're gonna be able to create your own template. And the idea is, so I'm gonna call this my soap number 10. And you can give it custom instructions. So for example, I might said, write it in the style of a family physician, and I want you to refer to the patient by the first name. Any kind of nuance that you want to add, you want to write it here. Now, if you want to follow a certain section format, you can add, for example, I'm gonna add that subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. Okay, so here we said The subjective, I like my subjective section to be written in a long paragraph. And so I'm going to tell the AI exactly that. So um, now, if you want the AI to write a note using like a bullet point style, you can write that there. And anything else you can think of, you can follow very complex instructions, conditional. So say, if I said this, make sure you write in this way, things like that. The objective um, here, you can always add subsections. So for example, if you want a subsection that is review of systems, you can add that subsection, right? Past medical history, past surgical history, you can add all those subsections. The objective, for example, you can provide a template and then say adjust based on the visit. So um, and then you add the template you usually use for your physical exam, for example. Same thing on assessment. Maybe I'm gonna say that I want include ICD-10 codes, and maybe for the plan, I want to be problem-based. And you can make it more comprehensive. For sake of time, I'm gonna leave it like this. You save it. Next time you do an AI Scribe or voice chart, you're gonna want to select that template. So I created a MySoap 10. So you select it, you conduct a visit, and then it's gonna follow those instructions you gave it. Anyway, briefly, I wanted to tell you about our pricing. So we have 3 tiers: the premium, professional, and max. And when you create an account, you get a free account. Premium is basically if you want to use unlimited snippets or templates. If you want to use unlimited dictation, voice to text only, like the Dragon style, you want to do the professional. And the max, you have unlimited everything: unlimited AI Scribe, unlimited voice chart, unlimited Copilot. One feature that I forgot to highlight is our Copilot. On the home, at the bottom, you have the Copilot, but you can also you can ask anything, right? But in the context of the note, if you have some Copilot tools here, you can ask for an after visit summary, for example. So this is for the patient in advanced level in English, and it's gonna write an after visit summary you can use for the patient. Anyway, we have on the right, you're gonna see a learn section where you have a lot of video tutorials. We have a help desk, and we have the 24/7 support in this chat. Let's see. Anyway, okay. Well, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and have a good Monday. Take care.